I'm going to
until the final bell.
be right back.
The crowd raised the decibel level once more, but the celebration's rather subdued in the champion's corner. Equally subdued scenes over in the red corner of the challenger. A very close, physical, scrappy contest. How have the judges scored this one?
It's difficult, isn't it? That last round, the Warrington corner, they're confident that they've got it. A lot of those rounds were very, very close. The last round in particular was
Let's start here. I do have Kid Galahad winning to become the new IBF 126-pound champion. But to me, 7 rounds to 5? Is that generous? 8-4? You know, Josh Warrington is a pressure fighter. 6 KOs he only has, so he's not really a knockout type of guy, and he's not known as being a boxer, a technician. He's more of an outwork you, ferocious, can't keep him off of you type of fighter. Kid Galahad just outboxed him. Kept his distance, didn't get into, any exchanges. Sometimes he got caught, especially earlier in the fight, pulling out or pulling back. So, if you don't know, is he still an Eddie Hearn fighter? I'm pretty sure that when I watched the first press conference, that for this, that Frank Smith was with him, second in command over at Matchroom Boxing. Well, we're going to listen to the cards. It's been an interesting day of boxing so far, especially if you watch the World Boxing Super Series. One more card to watch. I'm going to take a little quick 90-minute power nap. We're about to hear the cards. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe. We cover every single major fight live and uncut.
So let's head up to tonight's MC.
6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, June the 15th, 2019.
World Featherweight title fight.
Let's listen in. Y'all think it's going to be some controversy? Bad cards?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a split decision. Judge Howard Foster scores it 115 to 113 in favor of Kid Galahad.
Okay.
Judge Steve Gray scores it 116 to 112 in favor of Josh Warrington. Judge Michael Alexander scores it 116 to 113 for your winner. And still,
oh no!
featherweight champion of the world, Josh the Leeds
What did he do?
Warrington.
By the skin of his teeth, by the narrowest of split decision verdicts, Josh Warrington has retained his IBF featherweight title.
Was that what?
Bitter disappointment in the corner of Kid Galahad. He thought he had done enough. He took it for referee Howard Foster, 115-113.
By the way, wow. Was I watching the wrong fight? I didn't, I can't even give him to be the ring general in regards to effective aggression. And remember, this is his hometown, so, wow. He's from Leeds, fighting in Leeds. Of course they're happy that he kept his belt. Let's listen to the post-fight interview, especially from Barry or Kid Galahad. Boxing is crazy, man. By the way, ESPN Plus and BT Sport. ESPN Plus I'm watching here in the States. And
you know what, I knew it was close, but I thought I was just doing the more the cleaner work. Don't get me wrong, you're landing some clean shots now and again, but like I said beforehand, you can't come in the championship backyard and just win on pot shopping singles. All right, there were times when the rounds were quiet and we were getting a few cleans, but I think I was forcing the work more, pushing with the shots a little bit more, and it's that little bit of increments and differences. Got to give him his credit, like there were a lot of holding in there, but it's a fight as well as a boxing match, and you know, it was pretty clever with some of the stuff he did inside.
He was obviously changing his stance around a lot, holding you at bay. What can you learn from that next time you have to face a southpaw or similar?
Do you know what? It's probably one of the most tense I've been for fights. Selby-Frampton were probably bigger fights. I think it's because of how much pressure I put on myself, regardless of the build-up in the week. I think you know, the talk of going to the States and unifying the division, I got carried away with it all myself, and you know, I was working myself up mentally. So like, you know, I wouldn't say that I lost my head out when in the first 2 rounds, but instead of just taking my time, and there were times when I just switched on and I was figuring it out, and they were like, his angle shots were easy to read, but then I get carried away and then I go diving in. So
well, you have successfully defended your title, so where next? Is it to America?
I hope so, man. I mean, I've been Selby, Frampton and now Barry, and it's got to be another big one for me. It's got to be one of them.
Looking on Twitter.
You know, I feel like I've done what I needed to do to earn that right now. So yeah, it's got to be one of them. There's no one left for me to fight over here. I've done what I needed to do over here. So you know, next stop, the States, hopefully.
Well, the crowd will, I'm sure, be following you there. Congratulations, Josh. Still the IBF Super Featherweight Champion of the world.
I'll just say one more thing. R.I.P. Chris Norton, knocker, blasting me there. Thank you, mate. Cheers.
I get it. I've covered hundreds of fights on YouTube at this point in time. Dozens, maybe 100 or more close fights, draws, or robberies, or whatever you want to call it. In this case, I saw it as a clear-cut win for Kid Galahad. So for close fights, I can't call a robbery. I don't do that anymore. I've been doing this shit too long. But for a fight like this, I gave it to Kid Galahad, especially, okay, understand this. All judges have different criteria that they score off. For example, analogy I like to use, or story I like to tell is, okay, imagine three judges at a barbecue, and they're talking about a fight, and one fighter that they're talking about is a sweet sciencey guy, another fighter they're talking about is a pressure fighter. Now, one fighter worked that fight, the other judges are just having, just talking about it. They say, I watched it on TV. So one judge may be like, hey, listen, I like that, sweet science. He wasn't really hitting him. The punches was hitting the elbows and like the hip, but they wasn't hitting the body and the face clean. You might have another judge who was like, yo, man, you see all the punches he was throwing at him? Like the aggression, he was right there on him. He couldn't keep him off of him. You see what I'm saying? So judges look for different things. And then going over in foreign territory, this is one of those situations where, unfortunately, in this dirty, perverse business of boxing, you gotta beat the champion. You gotta take his belt. It's a shame that this had to happen to Kid Galahad, And will there be a rematch? I don't, no time soon. It's crazy. This is the sport of boxing. Let's talk about the 126-pound division. You got Gary Russell, who is a free agent right now. He beat Kiko Martinez in his last fight. He won to Leo Santa Cruz. He's currently right now flirting with Eddie Hearn in the zone. Leo Santa Cruz, we don't know where he is. Josh Warrington retained his IBF 126-pound title tonight. Oscar Valdez, that he says that he's staying at 126 pounds for one more fight, and that fight's got to be called Frampton or he's moving up. Shakur Stevenson is fighting coming up soon, and likely that fight he's going to be fighting will be a WBO mandatory. As you can see, he's already ranked #1 by the WBO, and I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Warrington were to move up. No disrespect to Josh Warrington, I wouldn't be surprised if he were to move up unless it's like super big money before he even fought a Shakur Stevenson. Oh, by the way, I'm going to take a little quick nap before this starts. This card is actually starting now. Crazy. It's 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live on ESPN+. It's been a very, very busy day. The Maloney brothers won. That was early this morning, about 8:30 or so a.m. Eastern Time, my time. Over on the zone, the World Boxing Super Series, 2 crazy fights. Andrew Tabiti got put to sleep. Junior Dordikos moved on to the World Boxing Super Series finals. Also, Miris Breedis beat Krzysztof Glowacki in a fight that should be a no contest, but I wonder how that's going to work out with the rules of the World Boxing Super Series. But anyway, shout out to Kid Galahad. He answered a lot of questions that people were, wondering about him, especially, on this level of competition. Josh Warrington, he got a gift. Hometown loving, hometown cooking. We've seen it before. Podcast is launching soon. Check out the link to our merch store right down below in the description box. We cover every single major fight live and uncut. We're on a little bit of a rebranding, restructuring. I'm 35. I've been doing this for years. The weekends, post-fights, this is my niche. This is my niche, or whatever you want to call it. Weekdays, we're doing something else. Please subscribe on TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.